Hey guys, so today in writing, we're going to do something a little bit different. Normally we would be writing a paper and working on a longer piece. Today I really just want to focus in on the revising part of a paper. So we are going to just work on revising a couple of sentences at a time and see how we can make those better by adding maybe some good vivid verbs and imagery, and maybe even pulling in some figurative language, okay? Combining some sentences, making compound sentences instead of a bunch of simple sentences. That's how we make our writing more interesting and not as boring to read, is by doing those kinds of things so that our reader is more interested. One of the reasons that an author will use figurative language is to make the reader think instead of just using literal language. Literal language, it's just the dictionary definition. When you read it, it's literal, okay? It's just whatever it says, that's what it is. But when you have figurative language, you have to create those mental images and those pictures in your head. And so that's some of the things we're also going to be working on as a writer. So I'm going to model this with two very simple sentences, and we're going, as the week goes on, we're going to add to our sentence and make it better and better and better, little by little. I'm going to give you two totally different sentences so you can't copy me, but it's going to be the same process, okay? So I want to see the same thing each day added onto your sentence. So today, let's title our paper, because you're going to be working on the same page in your writing journal the whole week. Let's call this Revising. And I'm putting this in my writing journal. If you just have one journal for language arts, that's fine. Just, you might want to fold over the page, because we're going to be going back to it kind of like our mentor sentence, kind of like that. We're going to be going back to this over and over and over this week. So my two sentences that I'm going to write, they're different than yours, so don't write these yet. Mine are, the wind was blowing, period. The leaves were falling. Okay, two very simple sentences, okay, not a lot of description. I have the subject of the wind. Wind is my subject here. My predicate was blowing. And then I've got leaves as my subject, were falling. So, two simple sentences. The first thing I want to do with these is combine them. Okay, so that's our job today in revising. We are going to combine our simple sentences, and this will make a compound sentence. And we've been working on compound sentences, so you should feel pretty comfortable, I would say, doing this, I would hope. Okay, because we've been doing this for a couple weeks now. So I need to decide what conjunction that I can put between these two sentences that would be the best to combine them. The wind was blowing, so I'm going to write that first. Comma, so I'm going to replace my period with a comma. Now I need a conjunction. So remember our fanboys, for, and, nor, but, or, nor, and so. Okay, so any of those would work, but there's going to be one that sounds the best. So the wind was blowing, and, okay, because both of these are happening at the same time, so I think and's the best. The wind was blowing, and now I make this lowercase because it's no longer the beginning of my sentence. The leaves were falling. All right, So that was my first revision. So I'm going to label this first. That's the first way you can revise even when working on a paper. That's the first thing we're going to do today. Tomorrow we're going to look at something different. So I want you to go to the next page, find out what your two simple sentences are, and then you're going to combine yours to make a compound sentence, and then I want you to upload a picture or type it for me. Either one would be okay. But I want to see how you combined your two sentences for revising today.